fact, to approve a $16 billion deal with Georgia Power to provide nearly 10 gigawatts of power to large load data centers. The deal also requires Georgia Power to provide downward pressure on customer bills by 2029. Let's get the latest on this now from Channel 2's Richard Elliott, who's live outside the PSC building with what that downward pressure actually means. Richard?
Yeah, it means that those data centers can't cover the cost of those new power plants. Georgia Power promises each customer could get up to $8.50 bill relief. Critics turned out for this hearing. They do not like the very idea of big energy data centers, and they don't like the new gas power plants to power them. After much vocal debate, the Public Service Commission was ready to take its vote, or so they thought.
All in favor of staff's recommendation.
The people say nay.
A small but vocal crowd of demonstrators tried to stop them. State troopers had to escort them out of the hearing room, and when they did, the vote went on.
All right, R1 passes unanimous.
Commissioners voted to approve one of the largest single expansions of power generation in Georgia history, $16 billion to build new plants to provide 10 gigawatts of power, mostly to the new data centers popping up around the state. The data centers themselves are supposed to pay for it, but if they can't, Georgia Power added a stipulation that it would provide $8.50 in what it calls downward pressure on future power bills. Critics insisted the gas-powered plants will contribute to climate change and called the decision a sweetheart deal for Georgia Power.
They ignored the science. They ignored the local governments that were requesting more. But they did grant an amazing gift to Georgia Power.
But PSC Chair Jason Shaw reminded the public that they aren't the ones approving the data centers, just the ones making sure they get the power they need.
We don't go out and recruit and tell people where they can or can't go. But once they're coming, we have a duty to make sure they have service by the utilities that serve them.
The critics also blasted the PSC for not delaying this vote until those new PSC members can take their seats. But the commission chair insisted this vote was on the schedule long before that election happened. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.